You just heard that. That was motherfucking Hold My Own. The song is called Snake to Sneak. This came out back in November of 2021. It's been around a minute. It's probably made its round here and there, but I wanted to play it again just to remind you guys to go back and support this band and share it. It has a killer lineup in this band. It's not like who is in it what matters. It's how it sounds, in my opinion. But also, if you know who's in it, you'll have a better idea of what to expect. This is a fucking Chicago to New Jersey super group with on the vocals Greg Falchetto from motherfucking one and only Mongoloids. He's um responsible for the back to school jam and fests like that in New Jersey. And this has Anchit from MH Chaos, and he's in Sector, and obviously, but this band Hold My Own. Anchit's brother's in the band, Kashish, and he was in Bitter Thoughts, and he's filled in for MH here and there. I'm not sure what other bands, but he's cool as fuck. And then the other guitarist is Shane Merrill from Chicago's own The Killer. You cannot go wrong with that. If you don't fuck with that band, don't fuck with me. How about that? No. And also on the drums, Sergio. He's also the drummer in Chicago's Sector. So, like I said, I just want to share that. The band, I feel they're going to be big. I like the way they sound. I like the demo they got out. I heard they got some shit in the works now. They'll have more music out. They'll be doing more shows. They ain't going nowhere. Get used to it. Support them. It's Hold My Own Hardcore, I believe, on Instagram, and you can find it on Bandcamp. Just share it. Do the right thing. But this podcast here, obviously, you see the title. It's Rob and Robbie's Pizza Party Podcast. I want to do something different, man. My friend Robbie Cunningham, he owns a pizza joint out in Las Vegas. It's kind of off the strip, in between the strip and Fremont, real easy to get to. If you like Detroit style pizza, if you are a pizza connoisseur like I would consider myself, I would suggest if you ever go out there, this is a must stop. Must get it. It's fucking unreal how good it is. And I was going to do a podcast with him, like a Zoom meeting with him a few weeks ago, but he had decided to come back to Michigan for Easter, and he celebrated his birthday here with his family last week. So lucky me, he offered to take some time to come by, and we both share a love, an unconditional, maximum love for pizza, any kind of pizza, fucking anywhere, anytime. I'll eat it all. I will live on pizza. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure you like pizza too, except for you vegans. Shut it off if you're a vegan. You'll get upset. But it was gonna be supposed to be like a 420 podcast, but we really didn't have enough time. And dude, when I get fucking high, we start forgetting things, acting stupid. We smoked like a joint and a half, and I was like, okay, I'm good. And then we had to shut it off. There's some interruptions here and there because Robbie had lost his business debit card on his endeavors here, and his friend got a hold of it, so he was kind of dealing with that a little bit, which is all good. So we shut it off. We had to shut it off at one point so he can go get his debit card, and you know, it's all good. We had a great time. But how I met Robbie, as you know, this is a hardcore podcast. I met him either at shows or through friends of friends, and I couldn't tell you what year, maybe 2005, 2006. So, you know, you can round up to fucking 20 years now, which is absolutely crazy. He's been a good guy. Good, you know, you can talk to him, call on him if you need him. He cooks awesome pizza. The story behind him starting his pizza business is super cool. That's why I wanted to have him, because you know, I'll give you a little hint here to keep you engaged. He What he started doing was making free pizzas and started an Instagram because he loved making pizza. It was a hobby, and what he would do the first 15, 20 people to message him back and tell you what they want on their pizza, he would make it and deliver it to you in time slots according to when he could do it. So that became him just doing the free pizza in Las Vegas to random people who would like and share his shit or whatever. And then they said, Robbie, you should start a business. You're real good at this. And one thing led to another, and he is one of the best pizza makers I know. I don't know many, but I like to fuck with pizza, so I can say it's some of the best Detroit style pizza. You can't go wrong with it. He may be opening a shop in northern Michigan here for Grand Traverse area. I'm not exactly sure of the details on that, but something's coming. So be on the lookout for that, man. Holy shit. And also wanted to talk about the Gridiron release show that we had last week. That was one of the best shows I've been to in so fucking long. All shows are coming back strong. I love it all. I'm so happy. But honestly, when Pain of Truth was in the Sanctuary, it reminded me of being at fucking Alvin's on Cass in Detroit in the early 2000s when it'd be like fucking Tyrant or like Terror or even when like fucking Madball was coming through and playing smaller venues still. How so much energy for Gridiron and Pain of Truth and Internal Bleeding played. I'll be honest, I'm not a giant fan of that band, but they put on a hell of a fucking show. It's just not my cup of tea. It's a little too for me. But I'm evolving. That band was good. Gridiron fucking killed it. I'm glad they're around. I'm glad they came to Detroit to do a release show as well, because as we know, Will from Neverending Game is also part of Gridiron. So props to those guys for coming out here. Shackled played, which is fucking amazing. Holy shit. That was cool as hell, because that was a surprise show. Nobody knew they were going to play. Well, at least I didn't. I don't know how many people knew, probably a lot, but that was a little treat. And shout out to Enemy of God for playing as well, and fucking C4 and Live It Down. That was, dude, I've kind of talked some shit here and there and say, back a couple years ago before the pandemic, it's like shows didn't seem like dangerous anymore. And it's not that I want people to get hurt or be scared, but there is a thrill and a rush about saying, oh my fucking God, 4 people get knocked out in one fucking night at a hardcore show and get fucking dragged to the side. 2 of the times they had to stop because it was really bad. But 4 people getting knocked out. Unreal. I'm not saying it's a great thing, but it happens. And once again, shout out to Shackled, fucking Gridiron, and Pain of Truth, and Live It Down, and C4, Enemy of God, for all bringing their A game. That was a violent ass show, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And thanks for listening to my podcast still. I'm going to keep this train rolling. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know I enjoy doing it. Follow Robbie, the Pizza Man, on Instagram. Guerilla, as in like guerrilla warfare. Guerilla Pizza DTLV for downtown Las Vegas. That's Guerilla Pizza DTLV on Instagram. And go fuck with this pizza. Fuck with hardcore. Fuck with everything. Support your people. Thank you so much for listening and enjoy.
This is Detroit, motherfucker! Suckers and squares, beware! Yeah, you get no love over here! We smell fakes from miles away! Oh.
We're live.
Cool.
Always unprepared. It's fucking nothing new here.
Right.
So, I have you, my man Robbie, because I've known you for fucking close to 15 years, if not longer. I met you probably 2005, 2006-ish.
Yep.
Just going to
Sounds
hardcore
about right.
shows, shit like that. And I honestly, like, I've always kept in some sort of communication with you, but a few years ago, I found out you had your little pizza business in Las Vegas. I didn't even know you moved out there till I seen your fucking Guerilla Pizza.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting that I know somebody who owns a pizza place.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in Las Vegas. And, you know, it's like, I go there all the time. I try to at least like 2-3 times a year. And when I found out, I was like, definitely got to try the pizza. And I'm fucking obsessed with it still. Like,
Thanks, man.
I talk about it like probably once or twice a week to anybody. You know, pizza comes up often in my life.
Appreciate that.
You know, so I figured it would have been cool to, you know, do a podcast, talk about, you know, obviously the passion. You want to do something that you love like, in your life.
Yeah.
And also music, you know, hardcore. It's a hardcore podcast, but I thought
Yeah.
it'd be cool to do a Robbie's
We met in the hardcore scene.
Pizza
so.
Party podcast. Like I said, we'll sit here, smoke, talk some shit for a minute, and enjoy it, man.
Robin Robbie's Pizza Party.
Yeah, we already ate because we don't want to fucking
22. Let's go.
chew into the mic like assholes. Now we're going to smoke a half a joint, then a whole joint, because this is going on 420.
Hell yeah.
We already smoked the other half.
And we're on the last day of my birthday trip. It was my birthday on Wednesday. So
Is that what your trip was? Like to come here just to see your parents for Easter and shit? And you had that business.
yeah.
Shit, I don't know if talk about that or not. I don't know what you're doing.
So no, it's I can't say too much,
Yeah.
but I did come out here to check out a property up north outside of Traverse City to open up another pizza shop, man. So
That's amazing.
they flew me out there, the people I'm potentially partnering with, or people I am partnering with. Let's just smoke some of that green real quick.
Oh, yeah.
No, so they flew me out for my birthday, put me up in a hotel, had a good time on Wednesday, hitting up old Miami, you know, just getting it in, had lunch in Ann Arbor with my mom, and then went up north for the weekend from like Thursday to Saturday. Had a friend meet me up there, and we went over a couple of cities to Bel Air. We went to Shorts Brewing Company. I got to hang out with the owner, Joe Short, guy who created
Oh, no
Shorts
shit.
Brewing. Yeah, he's like my idol. I met him at Pizza Expo, served him at pizza.
Ah!
Yeah, he ended up coming to my pizza shop and getting a pizza later on and said it was the best thing he had in Vegas. So yeah, we've been in touch. He gave me his phone number and stuff. We've been in touch, and he was eager to have me come into the brewery. So I did that, and it's just been awesome, man. To see my family for Easter, and now I'm hanging with you and gonna smash some pizza later on. Like, doesn't get better than this, man.
Yeah, dude, that's like, I was so envious when you said you're looking for like to get a plan together to, you know, like go on a little like a pizza crawl, like a pizza tour, you know, in Detroit. Obviously there's plenty of fucking places to get pizza
plenty
from.
of, yeah.
So you can get full fast. So I was like, that sounds like fucking fun, man.
Yeah, so I'm looking to have some fun and like look into you know, do some good with it, I guess, too. So I'm intending to, hopefully everything works out today, but I'm intending to like just buy like one small pizza, eat a slice or two, maybe, you know, whoever's with, eat a slice, whatever's left over, just give to a homeless person outside or whatever, and just go on to the next place, so that we don't, you know, so you don't feel bad. Like, I don't need the leftovers. I don't want the leftovers, you know. I'm not trying to like get full at these places. I'm just trying to like experience a slice,
Hell yeah.
you know, just trying to study the dough and what they're doing and kind of thing. 'Cause, you know, science,
yeah.
research.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's also because like, so to open a pizza place, that's probably a hard market to get into because there's so many pizza places all over. If any town you go to, like, there's competition, so you really have to have something, you know, at least you think is original, you know, like figured out in a plan before you can probably even open a business. Right?
Yeah.
Like you got to know your dough, your fucking recipe. You can't just open up a
Absolutely.
shop and say, "Hope this goes well."
People do, but yeah, I mean, I kind of did, but no, I had all my recipes figured out before I even like went into like open this thing up with Hard Hat. I started off, I guess I can kind of like tell you how I started doing pizza.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I started this thing called Free Pizza DTLV, and what was doing to get to Free Pizza DTLV, what I was doing was messing around with pizza recipes at home, just trying to figure out something that tasted similar to, you know, what I grew up on, Buddy's, Jets. I mean, I love Jets pizza, dude. And like, I'm like, man, there's no Jets out here. And then all of a sudden there's like these New York pizza guys in town, and they're making Detroit style pizza. Like, come try our Detroit style pizza, and it just doesn't taste anything like a Detroit style pizza. And you know, like I kind of got offended, you know, because I'm like, what is this shit, bro? Like,
We take it seriously.
I mean,
You
it's
know.
it is to be taken seriously. It's like, you know, there's these steps you have to take to make an authentic Neapolitan style or New York style
It's a
or
regional-
Chicago style, right?
Yeah, regional thing.
But for some reason, Detroit is just like, Detroit style is like, everyone's like, oh, try my Detroit style pizza, and it's like not even close. It's not even good, you know. And you're like, that's not fair. you know what I mean?
That, bitch.
You can't just like, yeah, you can't just like come like just. I don't know anything about Detroit style pizza. I've never been to Detroit, but I'm starting a Detroit style pizza company, and there's a lot of people doing that. And you know, I also don't want to sound like I'm being a hater, because I'm not being a hater. I have nothing but respect for everyone. I'm so inspired by a lot of the Detroit style pizza guys, but that's just where I took it upon myself to, okay, I'm gonna come up with a recipe and just see if I can make something that's good for me at home. And I did, and I nailed my third try. I did this dough recipe, and it was pretty awful. I got it from a buddy, and it was really awful. But I had made bread and beer before, so I adjusted some of the ingredients and some of the processes. And after my third try, it took me a week, and I got to my dough recipe that I have now. And I basically, on the fourth time, I weighed out all my ingredients and wrote that down. When I was messing around with my sauce, I weighed out all my ingredients once I figured out like a good sauce. And then I've had that, and then my sausage too. I've had the same recipe since I was like experimenting in my kitchen 3 years ago. Started doing this in 2019. April actually of 2019 is when I started. I wanted to get a job with Bell's Brewing Company as like a sales rep to sell Bell's beer in Nevada, because they were coming into Nevada. And bro, I swear I was going to get this job, man. I had never been so excited about getting a job in my life like that, and like crushing my interviews, having a really good experience with the people that were interviewing me, you know. And the guy who got the job was a friend of like the person who was going to be my boss, and she had the final say in the hire. So it's like, she would have been my boss. She's the one looking for someone she wants. She planted. I mean, they already had the relationship. It is what it is. But that was devastating. And so I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna do pizza. And the day before I found out I wasn't getting the job, when they let me know I didn't get the job, I nailed my recipe. So I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna chase this pizza dream. And I started making more pizzas, and I'd bring them to work with me when I was a bartender in Las Vegas for about 3.5 years at this bar called Artifice. And I would open on Thursdays, and so I'd make pizzas before I came into work, and I'd open up the bar, and there'd be people coming into the bar like right when we open, and I would just, you know, have a few pizzas out, have them try the stuff, because I'd share it on my Instagram story, you know. People would be like, man, that pizza looks so good, will you make me a pizza, dude? And I was like, sure, you know. And I started buying ingredients and stuff. Like, it was fun. It was like when like grandma or mom just makes a bunch of like baked goods or whatever it could be. Like, maybe your mom makes fire pierogies and you bring some to work and feed the boys or some shit, or you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, it was very much like, I figured out how to make Detroit pizza. Like, you guys got to try this stuff. I'm super geeked on it, you know. And they're like, Robbie, you need to like sell pizzas. You need to have like a little food truck or something like that. And I was like, I was like, I think I have a better idea. So I take a little sip.
Hell yeah.
I start making pizzas, and then I start this Instagram called Free Pizza DTLV, where what I would do is make like 16 to 20 doughs in one in like maybe in 4 different batches. So I would do like, I could make 4 doughs at one time. So I would do that 5 times in the morning, and whatever my dough count was, I would go on Instagram and be like, hey, I'm I've got like 20 doughs, 15 doughs today. First 15 people to hit me up, get a free pizza. And what I would do is I had a little picture. Excuse me. I had a little picture with a menu on it, and you circled it and put like emojis on like whatever you wanted for toppings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I did the one size pizza. You just choose your toppings. It could be any topping you want, as many toppings as you want, and every, you know, onions, mushrooms, everything that you would see at black olives, you know, on a menu. It was all that stuff. And then I also had vegan options. So that was big for me, is just by having vegan cheese, which I was able to buy at like Whole Foods, you know,
Oh yeah.
like it was a little expensive, but it was worth having, because if I can do vegan and regular, it's just a matter of putting different cheese on. And that's it. You know, the dough and the sauce, that's all vegan. So
Sure.
it was like, that's a no brainer. So anyways, I'd post the picture on our Instagram story. All you had to do was snapshot it, send it back to me, and then modify it. So you would circle what you wanted on it. And you let me know, you write your name on there, just how we do in the restaurant now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You would write on there, write your name, all that stuff, and send it back to me. The first 15, 20 people to send me an image, because I would just get notified, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they were getting a pizza. And then I would sell out. Like, dude, I swear to God, I'd make that post, and just in a few hours, I'd sell out.
Shit.
And I had these time slots, because I could only fit, I'm using like a tiny little home oven. Like, I'm talking a tiny home, like a tiny oven at home, you know? And I can fit 4 pizzas in at one time. And it took forever to cook a damn pizza, bro. It was rough. It sometimes like take like 15, 20 minutes once I got the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
My kitchen would get so hot. The
Oh.
dog's in the way and shit. It was just like, dude, I'm stumbling over the dog. Like, oh man, it was a trip though, dude. So I'm just doing this like little illegal thing. I don't have any licenses or any of that stuff, and I'm just banging out pizzas for people. And all you had to do was share it on your Instagram. And so you'd pick the time slot, and I would deliver it to your house. Like the time slot would be like 5:30 to 6:30. So between that hour, you can expect to get a pizza delivered to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would sell out, and I was trying to, you know, acquire funding in that so that I could turn it into something. And yeah, it's been a crazy road, dude.
Yeah, well, because I did see it. It was, I seen the a free pizza. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, free pizza where? Because I didn't know that it was in Las Vegas. I was like, I didn't know what a DTLV meant.
Yeah, for
downtown
sure.
Las Vegas for anyone. And I seen it, and I seen the Guerilla Pizza Instagram. I was like, what the
Mhm.
fuck? I seen like you found. I think it was like you and Marcus.
Yeah,
Villarreal. Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, they told me, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I seen. I was like, pizza. I was like, oh, it's Robbie that does it in Las Vegas. I was really excited about that, and I mean, and were you just trying to figure out pizza just like for yourself and your friends, or like was it like an endeavor? I know you said you were talking about the whole craft brewery thing. You were going to be like a marketing guy for them.
Yeah.
But was that like actually a backup option, or were you seriously just doing it for fun at the time?
At the time, so
Like a hobby, essentially. Like
yeah.
when people like to cook and bake, it's an art, you know.
No,
say the
totally.
least, you know, it's a fucking
Yeah,
art.
so no, it totally started off as just something I just wanted to make at home. And you know, maybe just have that signature thing that you just make at home where it's like, you know, invite some friends over and you're making pizza tonight and like blowing people's minds a little bit because you can create a product like that. Like that was the cool thing. The coolest thing is being able to make the coolest thing about it is being able to make this pizza at home with ease.
Yeah,
You know, like
just a regular oven.
just a regular ass oven, dude, you know. And the thing is I've cooked in so many other people's ovens. I was doing a little thing for a moment just to kind of like keep some income in my pockets. I would do these private like events where I would come into your house and make
That's
pizza for
so
your
cool.
family. And like these, you know, I landed this gig where I did it. It was like someone's like 50th birthday party, and I got to cater it in their kitchen, and they had a nice big house in Las Vegas, you know. And yeah, it was really cool. There was like probably 50 people, 50, 60 people there. It was like packed out, and I'm just banging out pizzas, man. Hey, what does everybody want? Pepperoni pineapple, pepperoni jalapeno. Okay, cool, coming up. You know, I'm just making
Yeah.
I'm making the pizzas in front of them. They're asking me questions. and then I'm slinging the pizzas out, and it's like a little pizza buffet,
Mhm.
and I'm just
So-
using this home oven. So I've used so many home ovens now that I'm working on some stuff where I want to do like little pizza kits.
That's
Future
fucking
endeavor.
super cool because I'm gonna ask you, since you can do it in a home oven for anybody who gives a shit about cooking pizza, what is there's standards for Detroit style pizza. For any pizza, any region, you have to follow a certain recipe and to get the dough consistency.
Mhm.
For the most part, toppings are at your will.
Yeah.
But is there like what for an easy layout for like regular folks? Like, how would you start like a pizza dough? Like, doesn't be your exact recipe. I know it's special,
Yeah.
but like one for at home for anybody. Say you're gonna tell me how to cook a pizza. How would you
So like
start with the dough?
So essentially, to make a pizza, well, we can start with to make like, to me, what like a Detroit style pizza, because if you're trying to make a Detroit style pizza or any kind of pizza, in my eyes, you want to try and be as authentic as you can, and then go from there. With a Detroit style, what makes Detroit style is it's a higher hydration dough. It proofs in the pan. So proofing is essentially like when the yeast is creating gas in the dough. Like, so when you make dough, you start with flour, salt, yeast, and water is going to make a simple dough. I add people differentiate on where they stand with adding sugar or honey. I mean, adding honey to a dough is like very common if you're doing kind of like more Neapolitan style. But I add sugar, oil. Oil adds a nice chewiness to the dough that I find. If you add more oil
Crunchy
to,
but chewy, yeah.
you ever made brownies, like just weed brownies, dude? The best weed brownies have the more oil in them, man.
Right.
Everyone knows that. No, everyone probably doesn't know that, but
They should.
they should. Now they do.
Yeah.
But no. So you make like a higher hydration dough, which is harder to work with, but it gives it a very nice soft, supple. So like with a Detroit style pizza, it's all about that. It's all about that burnt, fried, like crispy, like bottom.
Yeah,
But then in the
pan
inside
burnt,
is like soft and chewy, and the cheese is on top, and like the cheese has like a nice like flavor to it, almost like a white cheddar. And then that's from like they traditionally use brick cheese. I use a cheese blend of mozzarella, Munster cheese, and then Monterey Jack. And I mean, I just love Munster cheese, bro.
Dude,
like,
it's so
dude,
good.
you're literally not from Michigan if you don't love Munster cheese, dude. Like, if you are from Michigan and you don't like Munster cheese, you need to fucking move out. Go to Ohio,
Yeah,
bro.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go to fucking Ohio, dude. They'll take you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not kidding at all. Fuck you if you don't like Munster cheese. Get out of my face. It's just so aggressive for no reason.
Mhm.
But yeah, spark that up, Rob.
There's another one going. This is a 420 special.
Let's
dog.
go, my man. Hell yeah. Hold on. Let me just check my phone real quick.
You're fine, man.
Oh, blown up.
Gonna be famous. But the pizza, though, like like I said, like anybody can do it. Now, to do a Detroit style, though, you need a special pan, I would assume, right? Like a deep dish pan. You can't just use a fucking brownie pan, could you? Take your time, dude.
Got a friend. So I left my debit card in a friend's car last night. My business debit card, like a proper responsible business owner.
Yeah.
So coordinating that. So with a Detroit style pizza, you are gonna want to use Detroit style pizza pan. Yeah, they were traditionally made in blue steel pans. When Gus Guerra from Buddies, who originally created this pizza, using his grandmother's recipe is like the word. His grandmother, I think like they had a market or something like that. I'll butcher the story. I don't like to. I don't try to like secondhand stuff like that, but
also,
it's what's up?
No, I'll say like a notable characteristic of Detroit style pizza is the sauce is also on top of the cheese most of the time. Is there a
Yeah. So
Why?
you
I don't give a fuck. It's good,
right?
But, like, why compared to other places?
I don't know. Gus traditionally like put cheese. I mean, you put cheese on top of the dough first. So normally you would put sauce on the dough and then cheese, but it's the opposite way with Detroit style. Um, but yeah, just the cheese on top, and then you get this nice like burnt golden like crust, where it's just half this crispy dough and then half this crispy cheese, and that's what makes like corner slices. Like everyone, that's why we only do 4 slices, so each slice is a corner.
Yeah,
Because it's like, dude, it's the best slice. So it's like, why even try to accommodate other sizes?
right.
You know,
I didn't even like appreciate like corners until like well after Jets. They would do the 8-corner pizza, like give you 2 like pan pizzas. Like,
yeah, they just give it too small.
yeah, like I used to get mad. Like I never wanted a corner, like growing up, like early teenager. But then all of a sudden I was like,
oh yeah,
crust. Like it depends on where you go, but the crust is one of the best parts.
Oh, dude, totally. With the Detroit style, the crust is the pizza, man. Like I mean, the crust is the pizza in every pizza. It's all about that crust. It's all about those 3 the trinity right there: dough, sauce, and cheese makes a pizza. As long as you nail those, you're pretty much good to go. From there you just source good quality toppings. But which is like where I really like to have fun is just getting a little crazy with the toppings for specialty pizzas and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you do some pretty creative shit that I've never seen before. Like, I couldn't even tell you, but you did the one just over for winter. You did as like a glitter gulch something.
Yeah.
What was that pizza?
So the glitter gulch, man, that was so the glitter gulch was kind of where Fremont Street Experience is. That used to be called like the Glitter Gulch. It was just like a row of casinos there, and it's like a Middle Eastern kind of inspired pizza. So it's bringing those like Detroit roots and those Dearborn roots, but like the name was a Las Vegas thing. So kind of like keeping it like in in a mix of the 2 cities. But the pizza itself was like a Sicilian style with it was a cheeseless dough or a cheeseless pizza. So it was just our dough and then sauce on top. And then we put house-made falafel on the pizza, baked that. And when it came out, we put little stripes, like instead of stripes of sauce, like you would normally see on a pizza, we did stripes of tabbouleh between the falafel. And then we put toom on top, and it's zigzag, like drizzled that on top. And, as some love for the homies, Razzle Dazzle, we call all of our drizzles at Guerilla Pizza Razzle Drazzles. So
yes,
and RZL DRZL. So mad love to Haroon and Will and Mike, Eric, all the homies. So
yeah, man, fuck yeah. We haven't even got to like. I find the pizza is way more important than hardcore. So
yeah,
so talk about that for a little bit longer. But you started talking about toppings, like like creative and shit. But you showed me when I first went to your place, and we probably haven't like really covered it, but we have. It's obviously in Las Vegas. It's inside of a bar called the Hard Hat Lounge, one of the oldest bars, in the area. What they call the Hard Hat, because a lot of the construction workers from the hotels and shit would go there after their shift of like building all the fucking giant hotels and stuff. So obviously it has a name, Hard Hat Lounge. That's where his pizza place is, so go there.
Yep.
Don't fuck around. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, just to give just another preface, we're talking about when I found out about it, we went there and get the pizza from you. I just asked you, like, I was like, what would you put on a pizza? Because I'd like to take something from the cook. They got the best knowledge of whatever the fuck they're making. And it was just pepperoni, red onion, and jalapenos. I haven't gone back. Every time I see you, that's the only thing I get. But then we also did introduce to me was Mike's Hot Honey, dude.
Yeah, dude.
If people don't know about that shit, I'm sure a lot of people do now because it like blew up. Or I was the last one to find out about it, maybe because I didn't know. And then I started seeing it everywhere. Like over a year ago. It's been
Yeah.
around for a while.
No,
I'm
you
sure.
can't be doing pizza and paying attention to the pizza world without acknowledging it and trying Mike's Hot Honey.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, bro. It's so good, dude. It's fire. In fact, we actually make a hot agave now because we have so many vegan customers, and he doesn't make a hot agave yet, so we make our own.
Okay.
And then I'm like, I might just fucking release my own shit and compete with Mike, dude.
That'd be sick.
Mike's
dude.
Hot Honey, Robbie's Hot Agave, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, because I'm sure I've never had agave, but I'm sure it's got to have the sweetness and a little bit of spice to it, so it's got to be.
Yeah, it comes. They use the like the agave plant, almost looks like an aloe plant, but it's like they use it to make tequila and all that stuff. But the syrup is it's almost kind of like a maple syrup without the maple flavor, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's a lot more neutral. It's just like a sweet syrup. But yeah, we reduce it down. We cook it with we cook it over low heat with an assortment of chilies and stuff. It's really good stuff. But
yeah, like pizza is just ridiculous. Anywhere you go, like I can go to any pizza place like, for the most part and not be disappointed.
Oh
like
yeah.
One time I went to New York. Obviously you got to try to. I was there for like a day and a half. I ate 5 different fucking pizza places, but you got to try the 99-cent slice. It's like everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like everything. All this shit's like really expensive.
Yeah.
But 99 cents. I was like, like
Yeah,
people say, like, how fucking
dude.
bad can it be? It's
actually
good
pretty
fucking
solid,
pizza,
dude. Yeah, it's a solid slice.
I was like, this is good, dude. And it was like nice and big. You had sauce and pepperoni. But the one thing I noticed about New York that they don't have around here is we use Parmesan cheese and like pepper flakes. But they have like 3 different. They have garlic salt, like oregano, and something else. Like that's not on the table in most places around here.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I was like, that's a good idea. I never just put, I have had garlic salt on my pizza crust, but I never put it on there myself.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking fire, dude. But oh yeah, but you're the pizza man, not me. When you cook a pizza at home, yeah. Just cut this out. I don't give a fuck. But Robbie, he's such a sweetheart, this guy. And he makes the best pizza. I'm stoned now. Shit.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, dude, you got really important shit.
I'm getting blown up right now.
You have to deal with your lost shit. So, we'll be back in a second, folks.
Okay.
Yeah. I was about to get up and pause it. Now I don't have to. No, so.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm all high now.
Yeah.
Pizza, where were we talking about love for pizza? And, I want to get into like how you were just at the Pizza Expo in Las Vegas. Is that a yearly thing? And is around the same weekend every time? Like, what is a Pizza Expo? Because you've gone like a couple times, right?
Yeah.
So
this was my second time going. This was my first time like really engaging with like a lot of people and a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But the first year I was just it was actually not that long ago. There was like 6 months between the two because of COVID and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
But now that everything's like kind of smooth sailing with the conventions, it's every year at the Las Vegas Convention Center. It is in March. I think it's like the end of March or mid-March. But yeah, it's super cool. People come from all over the world to gather and in the pizza industry, like everyone from around the world in the pizza industry just gathers at a convention for like 3 days. And it's super cool, man. This last year was really fun. The first day, it was like me and my crew. We just like walked around and just like got acquainted with everything. So it's it's a bunch of different booths from like suppliers to distributors to manufacturers. So the people who make the cheese, the people who make the sauce, the people who make the canned tomatoes that I use, like everyone, the people who who deliver goods to my store, like the people I buy the products from, those suppliers and distributors, like they have a booth, and like they usually have the biggest booths because but then like Grande Cheese has a big giant booth, like they're like the best cheese in the game. And then there's like Bellissimo and all these different like big brands in the pizza world, they're all there, and then one corner of the convention center is like the international like world like pizza games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's people competing, like doing dough stretching and dough tossing, and like trying to do like who can build the most pizza boxes the fastest type
Oh,
thing.
shit,
Like all
that's
these little
cool.
fun competitions. And then there's pizza making competitions. And I wanted to get in. I wanted to compete this past year, but I was too slow and it sold out. The pan division sells out like very quickly.
Oh, you have to like buy a slot.
It's like $100 to compete.
Oh, you
Yeah.
need to put in
And
one
then if
pizza or
you
a few.
I think you can compete with like two different like divisions or something like that.
Well, no, I'm saying like, how much
Something like
pizza do you have to
that.
bring, like for judges? Like,
Oh, you just make one pizza.
oh, okay,
Or no, I think it's like two pizzas or
Right.
something like that. Yeah.
just a couple
Yeah,
people
just
try
like
it.
yeah, but I think it might just be one.
Holy
but
fuck, I'd love
yeah.
to be a
So you
pizza
get
judge.
I'm pretty sure it's just like you get one shot to deliver to the judges. I think I don't know, man. I'd have to actually, I don't want to give the wrong answer, but it's super cool. I wanted to like I said, I wanted to compete. I'm going to compete next year for sure, so I want to start figuring out like a competition worthy pizza. But the dude who got second place in the pan division out of the whole world was Charlie Webb, and he's from Detroit. I don't know. I think he's like was in the hardcore scene,
No shit.
maybe, but he's out of Hudson and Packard in Poughkeepsie or something like that. I probably butchered that, but
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hudson Valley area.
Yep. So he's doing Detroit style pizza up there that's supposed to be fantastic, and I want to try it sometime. But yeah, he ended up getting second place this year in the pan division, which was really cool. So
Yeah, shout out.
Detroit homies, taking over the pizza scene, bro.
I love it, man. Yeah, well, even like to bring it back to hardcore, you know who in the band Death Threat is? Or they've been around a long time. Fucking Connecticut hardcore band. The singer Aaron, he has a pizza place. And I seen he follows you. It's Tommy B's Pan Pizza. Yeah, I seen he followed your shit. I was like, oh, he just started. Like, he does like pop ups around like the East Coast, like Northeast area, and does Detroit and grandma style pizza. He'll do like
nice.
cold ones to take home or wherever he can use an oven at, which was pretty fucking cool. It does like pop ups. He only makes so many pizzas. People show up and support him, and
yeah,
often next weekend or it's like once a month he's been doing it. He's just getting started, like a micro business, I think is what he's considering it. But
yeah,
that's fucking cool. Like anybody who makes pizza is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And I also want to talk about out in Las Vegas. I know there's a few Detroit style places out there. Besides your own, if you had to recommend anything, because I love going to fucking Vegas.
Yeah.
Any pizza places other than yours you'd say to check out?
Yeah, so Izzy's Pizza Bus, he does Detroit style pizza.
I've seen that, but that sells out pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, he sells
Izzy.
out really quick.
I seen it. I was like, oh, fucking bus, dude. Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. He converted a little school bus into like a pizza truck. It's really sweet. It's like a nice, efficient pizza. He does a pretty solid one. It's a little bit different. I would say it's more kind of like an artisanal, Detroit style. It's very rich. It's a very rich pizza. But it's delicious, dude. It hits, man. And then other than that, not really,
No, I'm putting the spot. I don't know who had this place yet, but I've been eyeing it online. They got it has 1 pound of pepperoni and 1 pound of cheese on it. It's this place called Good Pie. Have you seen that place?
Oh yeah.
It's an obnoxious amount of fucking pepperoni on the thing.
Yeah.
And I want to try it. I think it's 6 or 8 slices, but it's like $42 for that one.
Yeah, that dude's a dick.
Oh, is he? Oh man, I wanted to try that pizza so bad, but I take your word for it.
I'll keep it at that.
Okay. What about Evil Pie? Would you recommend that?
I love Evil Pie. Okay. Yeah, Evil Pie's all right.
It's a punk rock place too.
Yeah, it's like a punk rock like dive kind of spot. It's chill. It's got their crust is pretty big. Like it's a little too big in my opinion, but but yeah, they do big slices. They do a big pizza, it's just like the one like big New York style.
Right, big.
But it's like it's a good like simple slice spot. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah,
Like
that's down the Fremont area, right?
Fremont area.
Yeah.
Yep. And then pop up pizza in the plaza, dude. Hands down, best slice.
I gotta write that down too. Pop up pizza. Does it literally pop up whenever, or is it always there?
No, it's always there.
Okay.
It's just called pop up pizza. Give me one.
All right, back to recording. Had a little take a break so Robbie can get his shit squared away because he's got to leave. Can't forget his debit card.
Let's go.
I'll spend all that pizza money. I don't know where we're talking about other pizzas in Las Vegas, right? Full and tired.
I know, dude. We're drinking pizza down here and eating water.
Yeah. So we were talking about pizza, where to eat pizza, and fucking music.
Yeah.
We didn't even cover music or the pizza. Or like, we're not done talking about pizza. Should we be done?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, man. Oh yeah.
Is there anything else?
Well, cooking a pizza at home. You said you got to get a good Detroit style pan.
Yeah.
High heat, like you want to go as high as your oven goes.
Yeah. So like 450, 500 degrees. If your oven gets up there, doing 500 degrees, we cook at 500.
Okay.
But yeah, so just a dough. You let it proof in the pan with a little bit of oil, and then you add on some cheese. You bring the cheese all the way to the edge. You're gonna add about 6-7 ounces of cheese or so, and then if everyone does pizza differently. Some people put sauce underneath the cheese, toppings on top. Some people, which like a Jets classic deep dish, but then or a Little Caesars even, but then Buddy's does like the cheese, and then the toppings I think the toppings go underneath the cheese, and then they bake it, and when it comes out they put sauce on top.
Yeah.
Whereas like I bake it with the sauce, and then I put my toppings on top of all that. So everyone does a little different way.
Okay. Yeah. I know there's a specific style just according to how.
Yeah.
You want to
just
enjoy
bake it.
Yeah.
You'll bake it for like 15-20 minutes in your oven, and just bang bang, dude.
Fuck, man. So what's your favorite toppings?
Favorite toppings on a pizza, man. Oh, my goat.
If you had to make one pizza, your last pizza you'll ever eat, what would be on it?
Pepperoni sausage, onion, and mushroom. For sure.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pizza I make myself pretty commonly. We do a hot Hungarian sausage instead of Italian sausage for our sausage on our pizza.
I like that.
We make it in-house, so it's fire, dude.
That's way better.
I honestly, sausage making, I always wanted like a sausage spot, like sausage and fermented foods.
Okay.
Like, kimchi and sauerkraut, things like that.
Oh yeah, fuck
yeah,
man.
Dude. I always wanted a little sausage spot where I just make a bunch of different sausages and shit. I used to work at the Worst Bar in Ypsilanti, and I loved working there, and I was really into like sausage and fermented foods at that time. So working there was dope. But, like, that was always something I wanted to do. So it was cool to make our sausage for our pizza.
Hell yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, dude. I always wanted to make sausage too, like, honestly, because I was a butcher for a long time.
Oh, no shit.
You're cutting up everything and we're grinding the meats and making sausage myself,
Mhm.
but I never had I worked for a place, so I never could do like my own recipe or anything. But
yeah,
like I've always had a thing like I want to get my own stuffer. Like you do your just like bulk, then you fry it.
Yeah, I just make like
stuff it then.
I just for the pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just make the sausage mix, and then instead of tubing it, we just spread it out on a baking sheet, on like a cookie sheet, and throw it in the oven for about like 10 minutes, and we bake off this one big like sausage patty, and then we cut it with a pizza wheel, with a pizza cutter. We cut it into strips, and then we just tear pieces off.
Okay.
So it's just like, it's really efficient. It's really easy. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good way to judge like the amount like per pizza too, probably.
Oh yeah.
So and not always not weighing it up. Like what to take and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm big on like with my pizza, with Guerilla Pizza, the objective is like colors, things that pop, and like cutting everything to where the onions aren't perfect, the bell peppers aren't perfect, like they're all like kind of hacked in a way, but not like horribly hacked, but like it gives it these genuine fun shapes and colors and textures and stuff. Like I like big pieces of sausage on the pizza instead of those like little turds that like
like minced bullshit.
Or you know when you like get sausage from like Buddy's Pizza, dude, and it's like symmetrical, perfect little like balls.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like little rabbit turds almost.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, fuck that sausage.
It's too perfected.
Yeah, no, I'm not about it. So I like doing like big
chop.
fat like chunks, you know, and like they're all different sizes, you know. So like sometimes your slice has like a big piece and a smaller piece, or you know, a couple smaller pieces. I don't know. It's like but I always try to like look at every pizza like it's like almost like an art piece. Like I'm just going in and kind of designing it looking at the slices.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Well, like, there's 4 slices there. If there's 4 people that have 1 slice each, I want everyone to have the same experience on each slice. You know?
Yeah, for sure. That's important.
Yeah,
man, dude. And I'm going to say like, you know, it's like no, pizza's the same. Could have the same ingredients, but it's like you can post like 5 of the same pizzas, but they're the same ingredients, but there's just something special about each of them because it's not perfect. You know, it's not. It's like there's a lot of places you go to, fucking Little Caesars, for example, where every fucking pepperoni's in the same spot every time. Every piece of crust has the same amount of cheese on it, and you know, an ugly pizza, handmade, you know,
right? Exactly.
That's like robot shit,
right? An imperfect pizza, right?
Man, I love it. So let's move on. Oh wait, no. I gotta ask you about this place. I don't know if I have yet. It's in Las Vegas. It's Amano. Have you had that place? Like the big ridiculous, like those they call them Fat Daddies. It's like an Italian. It's like a bread loaf, and they hollow it out. And they fill it with pasta though. It's not even pizza, but you can do like whatever you can do. Fettuccine or spaghetti, but they have like 4 or 5 different sauces you can choose from. I always get like a cheesy bolognese or whatever.
Damn.
And it's so fucking good. But they also have pizza there. These calzones that they have there, dude, are like fucking ridiculous. It's like
what place is this?
It's called Amano. It's like A, then an asterisk, then Mano, AMANO.
Oh, okay.
And it's a little bit outside the city, but they have these it's a pizza, but they call it a pizza paisoni because half the pizza they stretched out a little more to fold it over to make half of it a calzone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you get 3 or 4 slices of pizza, then the other half is just a fucking calzone loaded with a ricotta and mozzarella and fucking garlic butter. It's so stupid. And they give you some sauce on the side and just whatever. I always get their white pizza too. They call it like a Bianco or something weird.
Okay,
and, you know, it just has arugula and a couple different cheeses on it, and it's just so fucking good, man.
No, dude, I fuck heavy with a white slice, bro.
Yeah,
I love white pizza, like pizza Bianco and all that stuff. Yeah, let's go, dude.
White pizza. I never even thought about trying it until I went to that place because it just said like garlic butter and the mozzarella and some other kinds. Like I just want fucking cheese and garlic butter. I want nothing else right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
Hell
It's like arugula. I'll fuck with it, but it just tastes like hot lettuce to me.
Yeah.
Nothing special about it in my opinion.
No, for sure.
But I don't bring that place up in case you didn't know you're the pizza man out there. Music. We kind of covered that. I'll probably say it in the intro, but we sort of I don't know how we met. I don't know if you have any idea where I met you for the first time. Do you know?
I wouldn't know. Yeah, it was a show for sure.
Yeah, one of those Taylor fucking hooligans.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Oh man, I definitely I rolled with the Taylor hooligans, bro. Like that shit was fun.
Yeah. Like it's always up to no good. Like when I was around you guys, like what the fuck are we gonna do? It's like some shit's gonna go down because we're just a bunch of fucking terrorists at that age. 17, 18, 19, 20.
Not my house, man. That's the Detroit the Metro Detroit game, dude. I feel like is like you just don't. Not my house, bro. No parties at my house.
yeah, because it's gonna get
and then
robbed. Your shit's gonna get broke. Your dresser's pissed in.
Everyone plays not my house, dude. And everyone just fucks everyone's house up, bro. Yeah, dude.
It's one of the worst times ever.
Oh man, I got stories for days that I won't even go into. But yeah, I've done some heinous shit that I've had to ask God for forgiveness on.
Oh, dude. Dude, one time, I don't even know if it was with those guys, any of the whole Taylor crew, but it was a party that we heard there was a party. Somebody was throwing it, some of the hardcore scene somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was in Taylor, Allen Park. But we pulled up to this house. They must have given us the wrong address or wrong street.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, you know how we used to roll like 3, 4, 5 cars deep.
Yep.
Everybody hops out, storms inside. What's on the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Fucking turn the radio on, dude. But it was the wrong house, dude. And you know, probably 15, 17 people of us just open the door, walk in, just go in there, and these people are like, "What are you guys doing here?" Like, well, here's a party here, dude. Like, we're like beer, like filling up the refrigerator.
Oh my god!
And I've seen some steaks in the refrigerator. They're all like marinated and nice looking. Dude, you can't party here. So we're like, all right. So we just left, but I emptied the refrigerator like a fucking fat ass. Like these delicious marinated steaks, and I don't know what else was in there, but we had like a whole bunch of food, like like a bowl of mashed potatoes and shit. Like we used to fucking rob these people straight up. Like this is so long ago. Dude.
I have to laugh, dude. It's so fucking heinous,
dude. I didn't even end up cooking the steaks. Like I just took them out of the refrigerator, and like, as we were leaving, I was like mad we had to leave, so I just like threw them at their house. They were like on their way. On their door and shit. How fucked up is that, dude?
That's fucking crazy. I actually have to tell you a story. So I have some crazy downriver ones, but one of my favorite stories, bro, I brought that shit to Ipsy. When I first lived in Ipsy, dude, I was like pulling downriver down my house shit, but like at other like kids' college house parties.
Oh my god!
So I'd be the asshole pissing on like people's toilet paper and shit. Like, just rude, doing, stupid, heinous shit, especially if it was like everyone was kind of in on it. But man, I'll never forget this one night. I was wasted. My boy Shane Furyk is trash too. And I don't know why. And again, dude, I should preface this saying that I feel bad for doing this, and it's probably not funny to some people, but you do dumb shit when you're young and don't give a fuck and living fast,
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, me and Shane go to this party, and it's a bunch of people there, and we're like, dude, let's go check out upstairs. So we go upstairs, lights are off, and people are like going in this bedroom and then like climbing out the window because it got you on the roof, and then people are just chilling on the roof, like sitting down, like having a picnic on the roof, partying, like while the stars are out. Shit, it was cool, right? Me and Shane go in that bedroom, lights are out. People are going like in and out off, and then no one's on the roof. So there's like no one around. So me and Shane, I go like, Shane, I'm grabbing this TV, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
I grabbed a TV about as big as your TV right there,
so
dude.
It's a 55.
It was probably a little smaller. It was like a 50-inch TV, something like that.
God.
I grabbed this TV, dude. And fucking Shane's like, okay. He grabs someone's laptop. He grabs a couple things, dude. We get on the roof of the fucking house, and we both jump off with our shit in the hands, dude. I fall back in this fucking bush, dude.
No, dude.
And then we both fucking jumped off, landed in these bushes, fucked our backs up and shit, and then straight pieced with the goods, dude, and cry laughing the whole way home, dude. Just robbing someone of their TV and their laptop and some shit, kid, just cause it's funny, dude. Like just for a laugh. Oh, yeah,
dude, I can't tell you.
Oh, fuck.
Stacks of like CDs I don't give a fuck about. And the DVDs, like I've robbing
people, dude.
like yeah, go to a house party just to take their fucking like their desktop computer, like dragging out like fucking like landlines and cords, like the mouse dragging along. Like this is mine now, just walk out the back door.
Heinous, dude.
Oh, that's so fucking rude.
That's
so rude. I would hate for it to happen to anybody that I know.
I know, bro.
So terrible.
Dude, I know.
But
man, we used to because I rolled around in Lincoln Park when I was like 13, 14 type shit. I had this neighbor Brian who'd he'd tap on my window like right down here, and we'd go joyride his mom's car. We're both 13, 14. He'd steal the keys to his mom's car, roll a joint with our weed, and like we'd go joyride the whip throughout like Detroit before Detroit was like as cleaned and gentrified as it is right now. Like it was crazy.
Hold on. I have to unlock my back door real fast.
Yeah.
All right, back.
Oh,
But yeah,
good.
back to being like idiot fucking
Right,
teenagers ruining other people's property.
Yeah, I was a very dumb
For a
kid,
goof,
man.
you
Yeah,
know?
I'm a lot of things, like I said, I regret, doing, but
Yeah, you just imagine if a bunch of young hooligans came into the hard hat fucking lounge in Las
oh,
Vegas.
dude,
I'm sure it happens.
I'm,
Some dickheads be know how to deal with it.
I mean, I've had my fair share of karma, bite me in the ass. I think I've repaid my debts there.
Yeah,
But I still, I'm expecting the worst because I used to do some dumbass shit that I just, I was never like horrible, but you know what I mean?
yeah.
Robbing people of their shit isn't cool.
Not at all. It's your friend's friend.
Yeah,
like we knew you two.
like 1 degree of separation, dude. Yeah,
Like you're the only person there, and you're just gone, and all their shit's gone. Like, what are you talking about?
But dude, that was the thing is like, you go trash someone's party, like literally not give a fuck. I'll never forget like this Ashley girl had a party, and just everyone just really disrespected her house when her parents were out of town.
Oh yeah, he's like punching holes in the walls.
Yeah.
It's like just fucking horrible stuff. Yeah.
But so
We got our
we're
fair
grown
share.
up now.
We are. We're
Yeah.
good, productive members of society.
Yes.
Doing good. Our karma will probably creep up one day. But again, I mean, we covered a lot about pizza. That's what I wanted this to be, and I appreciate you taking the time coming over. Hopefully, your endeavors have something positive on the north part of the state. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then I'll just keep coming to Las Vegas anyway.
Oh yeah, man. So the northern thing should be happening in the next couple months. I know. The objective initially was to be open by Memorial Day, which is coming right up. But I don't think that's going to happen. It could. I just need to try and kind of make some things happen with Guerilla Pizza. But yeah, it's going to be going to be coming soon. So
good, yeah.
We're doing some good Detroit style pizza up in Leelanau County.
Yeah, fuck yeah! And if you want Robbie's Pizza, you have to go to Las Vegas. So do that, and one day he's talking about some at-home subscription somewhere in the near future.
Oh yeah,
dude. Or year 2 from now, if it even happens. If it does,
yeah,
I know I'll be part of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're doing pizza kits someday, bro. As soon as possible. So
yeah, we need it. We just fucking wrap it up. We both got shit to do, so
for sure.
Thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely, buddy.
All right.